But I don't see why she just can't take the will to, like, the police department or whatever the equivalent is. Why does she have to have an audience? Because that's the way they wrote the game time. That's the way they wrote the game. I've got a lead for you. If you're interested, okay, whatever. You might be interested in something that's come up. Okay. Oi. I'll clean that out later. Let's go. We need Anders. And I completely forgot the name of the... Shit. It's the name of the quest. Okay. Let's try that. I'd love to know how much time is spent in total at loading screens in this game. They ought to have a metric for that. You know, number of times you died, how many people you killed, how long you stayed at the loading screen. Wasting time.
Are you really not afraid of apostate? Not even a little?
Sunshine, I'm a dwarf, in case you missed that detail.
Dwarves aren't completely immune to magic, you know.
No. I meant there are at least 30 people in this town who'd murder my family over trade deals. Who has time to worry about apostates with a merchant's guild breathing down your...
Alrighty. Did you have a
In
point?
that case, I see.
Okay.
Will everyone please just step back?
If you're seeking aid, leave your name with my girl. We serve everyone here. No one came from Ferelden without trouble. But I can't
Okay.
give priority to anyone who's already found work and lodging.
That's fair.
I hear you know where I can find a Ferelden Grey Warden.
Only Ferelden Grey Warden I've heard of is sitting on the throne. We're out of the Blight's path now. Why would you need a warden?
The healer was one of them once, wasn't he? A warden?
Yeah,
he's
spill
not now.
your guts,
I'm
girl.
busy enough without answering fool questions about it.
We got stuff to do. Let's go.
Who are you protecting?
You see what our people face in Kirkwall. They have no jobs, no homes. Most can barely buy bread. This healer, he serves them without thought for coin. He's closed their wounds.
Seems
delivered
like a
their
good
children.
man.
And yet he needs to hide.
He's a good man. I won't lose him to the
Yeah, he's
blighted
hiding because he's a
Templars.
mage.
You mean he's a mage?
Would I stick my neck out for some purveyor of hensbane and leeches?
Would we know the real answer to that question?
Templars, mistress.
Do we care?
Never.
No.
He doesn't want to be locked in the gallows just for using the gifts the Maker gave him.
Your healer is in no danger from me.
If this mage is an apostate, the Templars will find him.
No maid should suffer for an accident of birth.
No.
I suppose it
they
isn't my
shouldn't.
secret to keep. Anders has certainly been free enough with his services. Refugees in Darktown know to find the healer, look for the lit lantern. If you have need enough, Anders will be within.
I should have stayed home and took my chances with the blight.
That's a very perplexing thing. Well, one, I'd like to know what the difference is between a witch and a mage in this game. Because Seriously, if I'm going to be
we heard
a
you in there asking about
magical
the healer.
person, I'd prefer to go
We
on
know
and be a
what happens
witch,
to mages in this
be able
town,
to turn into animals and
it
stuff.
ain't gonna happen to him.
Now see how Bethany stands?
Look, we're
Very
the
feminine.
Feminine. Just trying to keep out of the Templar's sight, same as you.
Ferelden? But your clothes. I figured you for a Kirkwaller, sorry. Make her bless the rule of our King Alistar.
Yes. King Alistar. Love me some Alistar. He said everything a girl is like programmed from a little girl that she wants to hear.
It's difficult without naming you.
Thank you for being discreet. I don't want the Templars at my door.
No one does.
Let them corral the troublemakers. I just want information.
Right.
What
Right.
information?
It sounds like I'm trying to convince myself, doesn't it?
I wouldn't have said, but yes.
But it seems as though you can't have a choice like Morgan. She went from a mage to a witch. And if the Dalish know the old ways, then why can't they go from a mage to a witch? Why can't Meryl? Hello, Taylor. My cat just jumped up on my desk. Plopped himself down.
I should have stayed in the alienage.
So I'm wondering if Anders is the equivalent to Alistar in this game that said, you know, the real sweetheart, loving, affectionate one. That looks all gooey when he looks at you. Although I think in real life that would become annoying real fast, but that stick together no matter what kind of love.
A sanctum of healing and salvation. Why do you threaten it?
I'm just
we're
here
not.
to talk.
We're interested in getting into the deep roads. Rumor has it you were a warden. Do you know a way?
Did the warden send you to bring me back? I'm not going. Those bastards made me get rid of my cat. Poor Sir Pouncelot. He hated the deep roads.
See, he's the sweet one.
You had a cat named Sir Pouncelot in the deep roads.
He was a gift. A noble beast. Almost got ripped in half by a genlock once. He swatted the bugger on the nose. Drew blood, too. The blighted warden said he made me too soft. I had to give him to a friend in Amaranthine.
I've always heard that joining the Wardens is for life.
That's only partly true. The hopelessly tainted by the Darkspawn and plagued by nightmares about the Archdemon parts don't go away. But it turns out if you hide well, you don't have to wear the uniform or go to the parties.
So you came to Kirkwall just to escape the Wardens?
And that thing about only
You say
living
that
50
like
years.
It's a small thing. Yes. I'm here because there's no warden outpost, no Darkspawn, and a whole host of refugees to blend in with. And some reasons of my own.
I'm part of an expedition into the deep roads. Any information you have could save people's lives.
I will die a happy man if I never think about the blighted deep roads again. You can't imagine what I've come through to get here. I'm not interested in... Although... a favor for a favor. Does that sound like a fair deal? You help me, I'll help you.
Let's be more specific. I don't do anything involving children or animals.
Yeah, let's get that straight.
I have a warden map of the depths in this area. But there's a price. I came to Kirkwall to aid a friend. A mage. A prisoner in the wretched gallows. The Templars learned of my plans to free him. Help me bring him safely past them.
This model
and you
seems to
shall have
be
your maps.
bigger than the heavier, bulkier, fatter
You want to
Whatever
make your
word
friend
you want to
an
describe it. In the body,
That's
his
such a
face
weighted
looks
term.
thin.
Yes,
This looks like he's got a
Andraste
gut.
said magic should serve man, not rule him. But I've yet to find a mage who wants to rule anything. It goes against no will of the Maker for mages to live as free as other men.
Forcing mages into servitude is not the way to prevent the rise of another Imperium.
That's not usually the response I get. Perhaps we will work together better than I expected.
Tell me about your friend.
His name is Carl Thekla. He was sent here from Ferelden when Kirkwall Circle required new talent. His last letter said the Knight Commander was turning the circle
Well, they didn't
into
do
a
the
prison.
sideburn things with him, and it
Mages
looks a
are
lot
locked in their
better.
cell,
My opinion.
refused appearances at court, made tranquil for the slightest crimes. I told him I would come.
Stubble is heavy in this game, though.
Ask any mage in Kirkwall. Over a dozen were made tranquil just this year. The more people you ask, the worse the rumors become.
How do you plan to break him out of the gallows?
I'm hoping it won't come to that. I sent Carl a message to meet me in the Chantry tonight. Maker willing, he'll be there, alone.
Now, how was he able to
But if there
send
are
that
Templars with him,
message?
I swear I'll free him from them, whatever the cost.
In
You've
other words, you'll
convinced me.
kill them.
What's your plan?
But
I'll
how did he
welcome
get
your
that
aid.
message across
I have already sent word for Carl to meet
where
me in the
it wouldn't be
Chantry tonight.
intercepted?
Join us there, and we'll ensure that no matter who is with him, we all walk away free.
Well, not everybody, because Templars will die.
Freedom. They say the blight's done. It's never done.
Yeah, and then that's
So,
another thing.
the
When
lady
in the
sunshine.
very beginning, how did the mother send the message to Gamlin? They could send messages, but they can't send money? Where's the... I can never remember. There we are. I'm going to hit up the Black Emporium and respec my, since I've got Anders now, redo my party and whatnot, and I will
Look around.
return once
So
I'm
many
done.
things to
See you in a bit.
admire.